Okay, guys. So I guess you got such a great time talking with your partners and having a great interaction. And well, right now the main idea is that we can just have a debate regarding to the topic we are supposed to talk. So I'm going to share my screen, okay, guys? Give me 1 second. I guess here it is. Yes. So I hope you can watch my screen. And I'm the kind of teacher who likes to have like a picture in the background, because I don't know, it makes us feel more like included in the motion. So that's why I would like to do it like this. Okay, guys. So basically our motion, guys, for tonight is space exploration as a waste of money. Is space exploration a waste of money? And this is a very good question, because basically we are seeing right now that many countries are spending their money, their profit, to make this kind of projects. They just want to see if there is life in other planets or other space. Many countries, many companies, they are just trying to spend their money for doing so much discoveries. But what is the cost for that? What is basically what they are doing? Is that good? Is that bad? So that's what you are going to let us know right now, according to your own opinions, because this is a race for discovering. And this is something that many countries are just trying to get. All right. And that's why, guys, well, with this being said, this was the introduction about the space exploration. I know that, well, it could have been something deeply, but you are going to make it deeply with your comments, with your arguments. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is the interchange. So one person from the pro team is going to start, then another one from the con team is going to continue, and we are going to reset until all of you have given your opinions. Remember that you only can talk for around 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so let's get started. So pro team, guys, who wants to be the first one to start giving the opinion?
Okay, teacher, it's me. I'm gonna be the
Okay.
first one.
Okay, Victor, go ahead.
So, good evening, first of all. I'm Victor, and I chose protein because I want to talk about why exploration, space exploration is a waste of money. And I have some arguments that I would like to discuss tonight with my partners. And I have one exactly, which is space exploration give us not direct benefit. What does that mean? Many countries are spending a lot of money nowadays trying to find more resources, trying to find new civilizations, and that is not going to help us at all because they are wasting a lot of money that can be used on Earth to help people, to save animals, or any other reasons. So I would say that the presidents and the governments are spending their money for nothing, just trying to find something, trying to get more resources. And for me, it doesn't make any sense. So if, for example, if the United States finds another civilization far away from Earth, probably will take many years to have something to acquire or to receive some benefits from that civilization because can be far away from our planet. And one point I would think is human beings don't have enough technology to find those planets. if there is planets. And according to the resources, I think we don't need more resources. Of course, the population is growing up every day, and every year there are more human beings on Earth, and probably in a few years we'll need more planets. But that's not the point, because if we conquer another planet, we start destroying it, and when we start growing up there, and after a few years, after probably 1,000 years, that planet will have the same problem as Earth. So that's my point. I think space exploration never give us a direct benefit, or it can have it, but in a future, in many years, probably 1,000 years, when we will have the technology, the enough technology to receive those benefits. Meanwhile, we are dreaming about it. So that's my point of view.
Okay, Victor. So thanks for your feedback and thanks for starting the debate. So well, this was basically the first idea from the pro team. All right, now let's intercalate it. Let's go with the con team. So let's go with Diana. Diana, go ahead.
Okay, teacher, thank you. Okay, according to my partner, Victor, yes, I know that it's better using money to help people, but I think that we have to a lot to discover, because this universe is infinitive, and I know that if they is still continue study, and if they is still continue make programs on space, is because they know something that we don't know. I think that I think that we have to explore this universe. I know that probably we are not the uniques here. I know that according one reading, the United States had spent some millions and thousand millions on space programs. I think that it was not necessary, but it's our goals, human goals, to discover the space, to discover another planet like this, for example, or discover if there are water in another planet. So I think that is important, because we don't know our future. We don't know what will happen with our life, and if we can create programs, scientific programs to help in the future humans. So I think that is necessary to spend money to explore it. Another thing that I know, and I think that these programs can bring new technical technological techniques. So it brings a new technology, new research of science. I have a question. What happened if they discover another planet like this? What happened? I think that it would be a good idea if we have another planet, or we have another planet to live. For example, NASA stage say that there have been notable advances in the field of health and medicines, transportation, public safety, energy, and environment information. So we know that I know that you guys say that is a waste of money, but I think that this exploration can help our life, can make another like different. That's in my opinion. Thank you.
Thank you, Diana. Thanks for that intervention. Thanks for the arguments from your con team. By the way, you were mentioning a question. You were asking a question in the middle of your speech. So I would really appreciate that you could take into account, I mean, keep in mind that question. Don't forget it, okay? Because that is going to be a question that is going to help us when it comes to the interchange of questions, okay? So just for you to know. So thank you, Diana. Now let's go with our protein. Let's go with Diego. Diego, go ahead, sir.
Okay, here I have an argument so interesting for me. Why is space exploration important? NASA says exploring the universe serves to make life on Earth easier. William Gerstenmaier, head of space exploration at NASA, said that exploring the universe helped develop technologies that are useful to humans today. Okay, and in an investigation of William, says when we look at the weather on the internet, it's because meteorological satellite has been previously developed, and if we now reach places just be glancing at the mobile, it is thanks to GPS technology developed by the space sector and banking transaction that allow data to be pasted securely also have their origins in the space sector. And also that exploration is so important for health, communications, and information technology. And also it's so important because, for example, in the mission Apollo, NASA create digital image processing and innovative technology that uses computers to improve satellite images. Scientists and researchers will hope this innovation could be used to improve images of humans' organs. That is so important for example, in the medicine, because the surgeons can be have most clear image for the surgeons, and yeah, that's my apport contribution for this space.
Thank you, Diego. Thanks for your comments and feedbacks regarding to the space exploration. By the way, this was your comment from the protein, so thanks a lot. By the way, guys, I know that you are just 2 in the protein, 2 in the content. There are no 6 students, but well, the idea is that we can just continue talking like that. On the other hand, I just realized that you are your group of men and a group of women, so that's nice. That makes it, you know, more interaction, I guess. As for me, it just makes it more like challenging. So thank you guys. So now let's just go with Earlis so that we can finish with this interchange of opinion regarding to space exploration. So Earlis, go ahead.
All right. All of your interaction has been very interesting. So I'm going to give you mine. Well, the direct benefit of exploration includes the generation of science knowledge, the diffusion of innovation and creation of markets, the inspiration of people around the world, and agreements between the countries engaged in exploration. So I was hearing my partner, the one who talked first, that he was saying that what this could actually help us. And I think it could actually help us a lot. He were talking about the technology, like how he could actually help the technology. And he was saying that humans hadn't the technology to actually look up into the space, right? And just think about it, and you can realize that at the beginning of it, it wasn't nothing for the human to actually go into the space. And now they have like the most technology for it, and it will be increasing year by year. So actually, I'm saying that space exploration can provide humanity with additional resources, and it's really important. Like we really need it, and it can actually give us more technology that we have right now. You can see how it can actually improve, how it can increase, and they actually were saying that it can spend the money that the money they use in exploration of space, they can actually use it in another things. And I agree of that, but the human being normally finds another way to spend the money. So if it's not a space exploration, they will find another way. And I can be sure that it won't be schools or maybe people that don't have a lot of money. It would be another different thing that it won't help us at all.
Okay, so thank you, Elise, for that intervention. For real, guys, all of your interventions have been so magnificent because you were basically giving the introduction regarding to this motion. So that's something that I really enjoyed, and at the same time, it's something important for me because I can hear you and I can know what's your deeply point of view. So thank you, Diana. Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Elise, and thank you, Diego, for giving that that opinion regarding to this. I'm sorry, guys, it's my dog that is barking, so if it's hearing too much, I'm so sorry about it. Well, guys, now let's go to the QA interchange. I mean, if you have questions, just remember to raise your hands up and of course to ask it so that the another team can give an answer regarding to that. Okay, guys, so remember there is no limit of questions. I mean, of course, remember questions that are inside this particular topic. Okay, just for you to know. So with this said, guys, who would like to get started with the questions? Yep, Diana, go ahead.
Yes, my question was what happened if they discover another planet like this? Like this?
You mean like Earth?
Yes.
Okay. Space explorations has taken place for years. And of course, they have found many planets that they assume that have the same characteristics like Earth. But if you imagine that they have been exploring our space for years, that means that they have explored a lot. So the odds to find a planet like Earth can be the same odds to not found it. You know what I mean? So if they found it, okay, tomorrow you will discover a research that they have found a planet like Earth. That planet is not going to be in our solar system. Probably will take hundreds and hundreds of years, light years to get there. So it's nothing for us. So probably it will take many years to achieve that planet. So Tudor, I have a question. Can you ask?
Yes, of course, Victor, go ahead. Yeah, it's your turn if you want.
My partners were talking about that discovered another planet can help us with resources. So I wanna listen to when I listen to the hair, what kind of resources are you meaning? So I don't understand because I would like to hear more about it. What kind of resources do we need?
Good question, Victor. Thanks for that question. So whoever from the protein can give an answer regarding to that, right? Yep, so who wants to give the answer? Okay, so let's go with Earlis. If you're talking, Iris, I guess your microphone is off. You should turn it on. Yes, now you can. Oh no, I cannot hear you. Hmm. No, I do not hear you. Guys, do you hear me maybe?
I don't, I can.
Okay, you hear me, but I guess we do not hear you. Maybe it's something for your microphone, or even if you prefer, you can maybe leave the meeting and then you can enter, because sometimes these kind of things happen. Okay, we are gonna be waiting for you. But at the same time, Diana, while Elise is coming to support the idea, what would be that argument that you have for Victor's question?
Yes, for example, I have here the space also provides Earth with valuable metals, rare objects, and previous materials that can be used for medical research. I know that is impossible for you guys to understand that what kind of research, but if we can, I don't know, no, I don't want to say that. If we can, if we can get information, or if we can explore more about science that can help people, it would be interesting. So for example, I have here that I found some benefits to explore space. For example, space travel provides job opportunities. It would be a good. I think that you are asking about research, what kind of research. For example, I will give you and when.
I'm here. Can you hear
Okay.
me now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay.
Very good. Diana,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. For example, here I have from our modern communication systems to modern computers to solar cells. Yes. If we can explore another the space, we can find something. I know that this is very interesting, and I know that we have to discover. I know that there is something there that we need to know, and I know, and I am totally sure that these explorations, it would be a good opportunity to live and to know about science, to know for help people. Yes, that's what I think.
Okay, so thank you, Diana. By the way, so I guess Earlis was having some troubles with the audio. So let's continue listening to Earlis to support Diana's idea.
Okay, thank you for that. The idea I have of the resources we can find in the space is maybe unlimited solar energy, vacuum, I think it's that name. The low gravity in space, as well as the minerals, metals, water, atmospheric gases, comets, and the inner and outer planets of solar system. They're like their moon, um, constitute potential valuable resources for robotic and human space mission.
Okay, so thank you, Earlis. I don't know how I can pronounce it. Earlis or Arlis? Earlis.
Normally, the people just call me Irelis in English, so don't worry.
Okay, yes, because kind of difficult for me, but Earlis.
Yes.
So thanks for supporting Diana's idea. Well, guys, from the prompt team, do you have any questions, or even from the content at the same time? Who has a question?
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, Diego.
If we discovered a planet, how would we populate?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, if we find a planet, it's because we can actually find life there. Like there's some I don't know if humans, but extraterrestrials, or I don't know how that calls. It would be there, you know. It wouldn't be like humans who can actually live there, but we can maybe work there and find some other things, how the resources we were talking just now, right? I'm not 100% sure that we will like actually move from Earth to Martha's or something like that, but it can actually help us in our life living.
Okay, so thanks for that question, Diego, and thanks for your answer, Earlis. So guys, what about, let me just include something here, all right? And of course, remember that I'm just the moderator. I cannot talk. I would like to talk, but I cannot because I'm just have to play my role as a very boring teacher, but I just have to do it because guys, I cannot do it. But well, what happened when it comes to the aliens or to the life in another planet? Look, this is a question. I'm not from your side, all right? Just putting the topic. So what about life in other planets? The space exploration will be helping with that or not? Or is that necessary? What do you think?
I
Who
would
wants
like
to
to
talk?
say something.
Oh, Victor, go ahead, sir. Yep.
I believe. So I would say the space exploration, there are two reasons why they are spending money in space exploration. One is because they want to like receive or to find more resources that on Earth we are lacking of. And second is because we are trying to prove that there are aliens or any other civilizations. So they're trying to spend in the money, and as my partner Diana said, getting jobs, using technology. And I think after last century, middle of this last century, our technology have been improving a lot because of this space exploration. So if we go back into the past, we saw the United States and Russia fighting each other. Which country will be the more powerful country and will conquer the space? So I mean, I agree with that. So I think there are two reasons why nowadays we are having space exploration, but also there are some things that I would like to tell you about it later when in our debate.
Okay, so thank you, Victor. So thanks for that. You want to give that breath of surprising, you want to surprise us, and that's what I'm expecting for. I'm so excited for listening to you. Okay, sir. So well, thanks for that comment. What about the others who wants to continue with the idea? Remember that I just gave you a topic that is life in other planets. So is that necessary with the space exploration or not? Remember to defend your idea if you are pro-team or if you're con-team. Okay, so who wants to continue?
I want to say something. For example, according to your question, teacher, what happens if we find How can I say that? Extraterrestrial life?
Yes, extraterrestrial life. That's correct.
Extraterrestrial life. Well, I think that it's a first part of the program Spaced to find life. And I know that, for example, to find their technology, to find their life, and to find or discover if they are bad extraterrestrial life, how can we kill them? I don't know, something like that. Or if they are a good, I don't know, a good aliens, probably they can help us. Probably they can help our planet. I don't know, it can be two points. I'm just thinking.
Okay, and that's good. I mean, you're supposing that you're thinking about that because you are, of course, defending your idea. So thank you for your comment, Diana. I really appreciate that. So, well, guys, we are getting involved into the alien, I mean, into the life in other planets. And this is something that, well, this is a cliche word because we find it a lot in our movies, in our films. So we say that what is going to happen for real if we just find aliens, or we will find, for example, this kind of life in other planets? What is going to be the reason why? What we're going to do? Is that going to be something good, or is that going to be something bad? So now you were telling me your answer regarding to that. So anybody wants to continue giving a feedback regarding to the topic before?
Okay, I
Yep,
would
go
like to
ahead.
say something too. Okay, well, I'm not 100% sure of if it's good or bad if we actually find life in another, like in space or another world or something. But how you were saying about the movies and all of this, I think like the first thought of humans going to like explore and everything, it's to find life, like to actually find something, you know? So with all these movies and all these kind of things, they're actually making it normal, like the aliens and all the space and all the kind of things. They're making it normal because they have like um that thing that they will actually find something one day. And when it comes here to Earth, it will be normal for us, but we don't actually know if it's good or bad because we don't know how they will react to us, or how actually we will react to them, or if they can actually bring something to us or not. So that's like a little bit tricky there.
Okay, so thanks for that. Thanks for giving your opinion, really, regarding to that topic I just mentioned. Guys, I just mentioned topics for you to talk, and of course you can defend your team. Okay, defend your ideas, right? So and now you have the opportunity. My question is, do you have any kind of topic to put into practice regarding to this title, space exploration, a waste of money? Because I have a lot of topics for real. A lot of, yeah. Who would like to provide a topic? Okay, so let me continue with my topics. Okay, so I have a topic, a subtitle, I can say. For example, the danger. Okay, so is there any danger in the in the space exploration? I mean, trying to waste money? Is there any danger with that? What could happen if, for example, the companies, or for example, the governments spend their money in space exploration? Is there maybe a danger? Maybe, I don't know, or there's not a danger? What could
Yeah,
you tell us?
there is.
What do you say that, Victor? Go ahead.
Once I read about something that the materials that the space are used come from I don't explain that. But those materials are extracted from the earth with kids, with children. So many are things that we are using nowadays. Those materials, those I don't know how to explain, those materials, those minerals are extracted from our earth by kids, by children. So I would say there is not a danger within spaces, with the exploration. There is a danger with our human beings, with our earth, about what we are doing here. That's my point. It's not outside, because outside probably there's nothing, or probably there is something. But we need to start from the beginning, and the beginning is our earth. If we take care about what we are doing, we'll take conscience about what we can do. So that's my point. We need to be careful about that. And it's not just exploring, it's not just find new things, giving to humanity another opportunity. It's not about that. We can romanticize that kind of things. It's just to go deeper and sees that there are politicals, there are things that we haven't seen so far, we haven't seen yet, that nowadays are destroying our planet, trying to do something else. And what is that? Is space exploration. But we only focus on space exploration, new opportunities, new jobs, new things, new resources, new minerals, new civilizations, aliens, but we don't really take care of our people, of our kids, children, humans. Nowadays, there are people that is dying without any food on the tables, on the kitchens. There are many kids that they are not studying because they don't have buildings, books, they don't have technology, they don't have anything to do that kind of thing. So I would say instead of spending that money on space exploration, we need to spend that money first in educate our human beings, our population. Then we'll try to do something else. One of the points why space exploration is taking place is because the population is growing up very fast. So of course we need more Earth, as I said before. But the point here is not just to find another Earth or another planet. The point here is we are destroying our own planet, the only planet that we have had so far. And if we found another planet, we'll conquer the planet and we'll start destroying the planet. And after all, we'll end it up like we are right now. So it's just to change the point. It's like we are in the same position with different situation. So I don't agree with that. So it's just my point. It's just I'm trying to give some opinions about it.
Okay, so thank you, Victor. By the way, you mentioned something, you said children. So I'm going to put a subtitle, but it's gonna be after all of you guys give your opinion regarding to the subtitle that I mentioned before about the danger, okay?
Yeah.
Yep, taking into account the word children you just mentioned, I just could realize about something. So thank you, Victor, thank you. What about the others, guys? What about, yes, Earlis, could you please tell us about your comments?
Okay, yes. Like I will say something like shortly. But I think like you were asking about the danger. It could actually be in exploration of space, right? So I think like the risk involved in space exploration is actually big. Um, like it can include how you say this, I like the word, it's like I don't know how to say it, but it's like micro terrorists. Do you know what I mean?
What's microterrorize?
um can I say in Spanish?
Yep, that word.
Okay, it's, I don't know if, no sé cómo se dice, pero son como los micrometeoritos.
Oh, okay. You say micro meteorites.
Yeah,
Meteorites.
I'm sorry
Yeah,
for that.
no worries.
Like that and danger from impact damage, you know, to spacecraft and to astronauts during the spacewalk. Solar flares and radiations, danger from iron radiations, like no atmosphere. You know, we need air to breathe. So it can actually be really risk.
Okay, so thank you, Irlis. Thanks for that comment feedback. So, guys, what about the others? What about Diego? Diego, well, what can you tell us about this? Or Diana at the same time? What could you share with us, guys, before continue with another topic? Or if you prefer, I can continue with another topic.
Well, teacher, I think that we have pros and cons about these dangerous, because a space programs is really big, and obviously um, there are benefits and dangerous things to make this discover things on space. But in the other hand, I think that yes, we we forgot, okay, our humans, our children's, our own life, to do things, to discover. I think that is an ambition. It is an ambition of human to discover new things, and I think that not at all. I think that it's not too bad to discover. I think that it can a good opportunity uh, to live in the future. For example, I know that there are bad peoples, but also another good peoples that think how can we make this world different. So I think that it provides a humanity with hope for future. I think that it increases our knowledge. I think that we have a lot to discover, and I think that they know everything that we don't know. And probably it's really interesting. It's really interesting, this topic, because I really want to know if they are live in another planets. um, that's what I think. I think that yes, we have bad things and good things with create programs on space, but we can take these programs as advantage for our life. I think so.
Okay, so thank you, Diana. Thanks for that intervention you just made regarding to your team, which is the con team. So, guys, you were mentioning something, something that I really, I mean, that I was thinking of carefully, because, for example, you were mentioning a part of the human beings that are the ones that are affected if there is, for example, a discovering when it comes to the space exploration. Let's talk about children, okay? But more specifically in the area of the education, all right? So what happened with the space exploration with the education? I mean, talking about the knowledge, it will help to our students to know more, or most likely there will not be a benefit from that. That's my question.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a good question, tutor.
I'm trying to do my best
Because
to ask questions.
I don't know how to do that. Because children, teachers, they try to teach like they said, important things, and they haven't seen space exploration as an important thing. So I would think it wouldn't take any importance, but I would think it's really important to teach to children why or what is space exploration, what is taking place right now, what is that for? And as you said, if we discover something, we need to like change our education, change everything, and educate in a different forum, different way, because we can teach the same, having different things. So it's a good question. It's a really good question because it's a hypothetical question, but it can be real. It can be real one day. So that's all I have to say.
Okay, yes, thank you, Victor. So, yeah, that's what I'm asking these questions to you guys, is to say like, teacher, look at that question what you asked. So it's kind of interesting. So that even I have another question too, but I'm going to ask it after all of you, of course, could defend your ideas. So what about the others, guys? What could you tell me about the education? Is there any benefit or not regarding to this? Is there any knowledge for the students, any knowledge for the education? What could you tell us?
Okay. Well, you know that we are actually studying to be teachers, no? And one of the like primary things we'll need is to like open the mind of the persons we are actually teaching, you know, for they can actually learn new things and actually learn how to dislearn what they learned before, learn new things. And so beyond facilitating the program delivery space also plays an inspiration role in education. Like from my point of view, classes on space topics often like spark students' curiosity and imagination and encourage growth of both generations become increasingly involved in science. Like from my point of view, you can actually, how it say in the beginning, open the mind to the children and actually like they can think more than what they are seeing right now. So in the future, they can be maybe the best scientists or the best artists they can ever imagine. So I think it can actually help a lot in the knowledge and in education.
Okay, so thank you, Elise. Thank you for that, guys. Thank you, Victor, Elise, for now. So what about the others? What about Diana, Diego? What will be your opinion regarding to this, guys? I want you to talk to me, Diego. Or at the same time, Diana.
Yes, teacher. I think that for example, in this topic of exploring space also plays an inspiration role in educational. For example, if our children are very curiously in to know about space, about the universe, how they are conformed, how they are, what are the materials, what. I don't know. I think that is a curious for childrens, and I know that now they have another thoughts. They can create. They can create different things. They can be. They become a good scientist.
Yep.
Science, yeah, and can't making I don't know, new researches for contribute this program about space, exploring space. So I think that is a different, it's a different job. It's totally different with our life here. But I think that it's necessary to know this study, to know this program, to know what is outside. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so thank you, Diana. Thanks for that. So guys, well, I just want to give the last question before going to the conclusion. And after giving the conclusion of each one of you, basically, I want to let you know how the debate was, to let you know the things that we have to be improving, and stuff like that. Because remember that these debates just have to last for 1 hour and 50 minutes. So, but before that, let me ask you a question, all right? So one of you were mentioning something about the food, more specifically with the hunger in the world. So you are seeing that many countries, governments, and companies are spending too much money in these kind of projects. But at the same time, we are seeing that there is much hunger in the world. I mean, people that do not have food on the table for eating, So what would be that situation? What do you think about that? Do you think that making an exploration to the space will help to that social condition that we have?
No,
Yes, Victor.
it won't help at all. Why? Well, right now, one country, one potential country, United States. United States throws away every day 70% of the food they produce by a day. And I'm not sure, but probably many other countries do the same thing. What does that mean? That means that we have enough food to alimentate, to feed that people. So the space exploration can, of course, it can help. It can find new resources, you know what I mean? It can give us more food. But why are we trying to find another solution if we have that solution in our hands? So I don't think it's just about food. It's not just about finding more food. Is we have that food, but why is that people haven't received that food? And nowadays, why there are people dying by, how to say that, by hunger? That's the word.
Hunger,
I
yes.
don't understand that, but it's just complicated. We have enough food, and I read that on an article about the BBC. We have enough food. We have enough food to alimentate or to feed 3 or 4 planets, but we don't have the resources or probably the intentions to do it. But I agree with you, Tudor. I think we can have space exploration. We'll have more resources, but what can we do if we have more resources, but that people won't receive the food? It's just the point. We don't need more. We don't need more. We need to do what we have. I don't know if I mean, we don't need more. Why? It's just enough. We need to distribute, we need to use, and we need to like have, or to take that we have and do something. That's what I mean.
Thank you, Victor. Thanks for that. So, yeah, that's what I'm throwing these questions, all right? And basically, thanks for your answer, for your statement. What about from the con team? What could you tell me, Come on, team, ladies, men, girls, in fight. Remember, I'm talking about the hunger, about people who do not have food on the table. But of course, the governments are spending money for the space exploration. Do you think space exploration will help to that people to get food or not? Or will change the economy?
Well, teacher,
Diana.
it's too difficult because I have to be honest. We have a lot of corruption and conspirations in our world. Yes, it's difficult and it's a big matter to speak because I am honest. They preferred spend money with this program researchers because another private companies give money and the government give money for these programs, and they prefer to waste this money to discover than feed people. Yes, I am honest. Is I think that is cruel, but there is a lot of points, good and bad points. Science and really humanity. This topic remember me a book, The Conspirations by there's a book. If you can read it, there is. Let me just a moment.
Oh, so now you're giving a recommendation about book. Nice. Nice. I need
Yes,
to read this.
I really like that book because in that book spoke about this kind of topic about NASA. They spend a lot of money with that. They kill people for that also. The conspirations by and is really interesting conspiration. Brown. Wait, I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. So, well, you're gonna give us. I mean, that I would like you to tell us that book because I would really like to read it. But while you're looking for that book, I would like to know if the other ones, I mean, the other partners would like to give a comment regarding to this topic. So, what about Earlis?
Yes, teacher, I'm sorry. Conspiration by Dan Brown.
Oh, okay. So, could you do
I
me a
don't know
favor?
you.
Could you write that on the chat because I have to read that book. I do have to.
Okay.
Thank you, Diana. So Iris, yep, go ahead.
All right. Well, I have my point in this time. I have the pro and the con on this question. Because if we're talking actually about the hunger, like how could space exploration can help hunger, well, if you really think about it, like it wouldn't help, you know, like it could help in maybe other ways, but it can help like actually in giving food to someone who needs it, you know. um the technology used by NASA could end like the food shortage and save trillion of dollars. But the exploration as it couldn't, you know. But if we talk about other stuff, I can say that the technology can beats in community by tracking level, poverty, monitoring natural disaster, measuring pollutions, protecting wildlife, and managing resources. It can help like our environment, but it wouldn't help actually the hunger as we're talking. So it has his pro and his con.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you guys. Thanks for all your comments and feedback. So right now we are just concluding with this space that was the QA intersections and rebuttals that, well, basically was to ask questions, to know about the answer we got from the questions, and of course, to know about the topic. Now, guys, in order to finish with this debate for tonight, well, I would like you to please provide us a conclusion about a topic. All right. So what could you tell us in order to conclude with this topic? Who wants to start? I guess Victor wants to start, no?
I've been the first one. You will have to be the second one. But say it again, Tira. I don't understand what you mean. I mean a conclusion about our debate.
Yes, sir.
Well, I like astronomy. I like universe. I read a lot. I read a lot about that. And I try to watch any movie about it and try to understand how big is our universe. And I think we are doing something good about space exploration. The points that we are using to do it are not the correct ones, and the resources that we are using neither. So we need more time. We need to be patient. In just 50 years, we have developed enough technology to achieve, to accomplish that kind of things. So we conquer the space. So we put satellites on orbit around Earth. Then we conquer the moon. Then now we are trying to conquer Mars. And even more, we want more. That's the ambitions, human ambitions. So we are ambitious by nature. So I agree with that. But I don't agree about how we are treating our planet. And I think the real reason that we are treating, or we are trying to find another planet or civilization is because our planet will destroy by himself very soon. So we need to survive, and we need to find, or we need to persist that our race will live forever, or at least for more years. That's the way, or that's what I mean. But as a conclusion, I agree with that. I agree with space exploration, and I think it's a really good opportunity for us try to see more than that. But the space exploration is outside. We need to see inside too. For example, we haven't explored our sea in the totally. We haven't explored our nature. There are other things that we need to explore first. Our human, our DNA, for example, is more complex than the universe it is. So I think it has been a really good debate, and I have created many thoughts about it.
Okay, so thank you, Victor, for that meaningful conclusion, sir. Thanks for that. Now, what about Diana? What would be that conclusion regarding to this topic?
Okay, I think that this exploration, this space exploration is gonna take time, gonna take life also, because it's a dangerous project. But I think that yes, it's probably that we are killing our world, but probably in this discover, in this project, we can find a solution. We can find a hope, you know. I know that that you see all things bad in a bad way, but I think that we have a lot to discover to help people, to change the life, to change this world, to change the minds, you know, I think this is too difficult, but I think that it's necessary to explore the space to know what is happening outside, and how can we take advantage on this discovery, and how can we get more knowledge about science, and how can we increase this research of science to help, for example, illness, enfermedades, how to, how can I
Yeah,
say,
you said illness.
illness. So for that's my conclusion.
Thank you, Diana. Thanks for your conclusions. They were very strong, full conclusions in order to provide, of course, your comments about this. And because, well, this is just the end of the debate, but this is not the end at all when we are having a conversation, because basically this is the main point, and that's what you did right now with your conclusions. So thank you. And now let's just Earlys to make the conclusion of the conclusion for tonight, because you are the last one, so you're making the conclusion of the conclusion. So Earlys, go ahead, please.
All right, teacher. Well, I am like in the middle of my two partners. Like at this point, like at the end of all what we said and all the meeting and all this, I have like more information in my head that when I came into the meeting. So I'll be in between pro and con, right? So
Earlys, your microphone is off. You were saying that you were between pro and con. Continue.
oh, I thought I was speaking muted all this time. Okay. How I said I were in between, right? How my partner Victor was saying.
And the microphone, Earlys, I guess, I don't know why. I guess it's your cat. Your cat is playing you a joke to you, I guess.
Yes, all the time. Okay, how I was saying, like how my partner Victor was saying that he is like he is pro-ed, right? And my partner Diana was saying that he has con-ed. So how I say I were in between, because how I am against it, like I am glad of it too. You know, how I was saying before, like the first of all is that like humans are curious creatures that need to explore, like all the time they need to explore more things. Like they are normally sitting down in their house and they are thinking what they would do tomorrow, and they will be, I will do this and I will think and I will find a way to make it real. So in talking about the exploration, I like that they actually go far with it, like with their imagination and how they create a lot of things when there was nothing, and how they are go so fast, so far. They have find so many things and they have discovered so many other things, but it has the other way that it can actually help with that money, how I was saying before, like with the technology, that how it could help us in science. It could actually help us with the money, um, giving it to person who actually need it.
Okay.
So I'm in between, like it can help in many different ways, and it can actually not help in many other ways. So I'm still in between.
Okay. So thank you, Earlys. Thank you about that. By the way, guys, I just have to say thank you, Victor, Thank you, Diana. Thanks, Iris, for being for making that participation regarding to this debate, guys. I know that's kind of difficult when a debate is just for a few people. You know, it's kind of difficult, but I have to highlight something for this debate, and you make it very dynamic because you were trying to give your comment, you were asking question at the same time, you were like recommending books. So even I watched a cat. So that was something different in a debate. So guys, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that you were taking time for having this kind of interaction tonight. It's kind of difficult. We're about to finish, but let me just give you some of the feedbacks that I have just seen for tonight. Okay, guys. First of all, when it comes to a debate, the thing that we have to take into account is that we have to talk, right? It is a very good opportunity for us to put into practice our language. I mean, this kind of language that we are learning, because as you know, guys, we are gonna become teachers. We will be teachers, and we have to break that paradigm that we have here in Colombia, that English teachers do not know how to speak English. And that's a real problem, you know. That's something that I have seen in my school, because I remember my teacher from school didn't know how to speak English very well. And I guess that you got the same thing that happened to your school. So basically, guys, this is something that happened, and that I want to encourage you to speak English at the same time. Whenever you have the opportunity to talk, just make sure to do it. And that's what we were looking for in this kind of debates for tonight. So we have to be working more in some words in pronunciation. So we have to be careful in pronunciation, guys, when we stop, when we start it. All right, more specifically in those verbs that are in past, because I feel that sometimes we get some of the troubles like this. Sometimes we make up some words. We have to be careful at the same time. I know that English sometimes help us to create words, and those words are I don't know, fortunately they exist, but there are other words that they do not exist. So we have to be, of course, be more careful regarding to that, guys. But in general, it was a very good time, guys. You really got the willing to talk. You got a disposition for that, and I really enjoyed it. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I did, guys. And well, that was basically for tonight, guys. Before finishing, I just want to give you a recommendation. Is I want you to please take an inscription about this, because remember that you have to make a journal. Okay, so don't forget to make your journal. So in order to make your journal, you have to take some screenshots about this particular class, sorry. Yep, so I hope you have done it, guys. If you have not done it, please do it right now. So before finishing, guys, any questions so far? Any doubt or something like that before finishing?
And teacher, for this tax 3, we have only one encounter.
Yes, that's correct. So basically, guys, in the task number 3, you only have one encounter, just one. Okay, so just one, but you have to continue having your encounters in the task number 2. Okay, that's the only thing that you have to do. But thanks for the question, Diana. Guys, more questions?
And I have another question. This meeting is gonna take 19 points.
I don't think 90 points. I think it's 82 points, if my memory serves me right, but they are 82. But guys, this is handled by debate. I mean, debate is just basically how was your interaction if you were talking in a debate. So this is the behavior. We take into account the interaction that we get, the pronunciation, and what else? And I guess is the grammar use. I guess that's another one, just for you to know. Okay.
Okay.
So
in the tax 4 would be the same. It would be the same.
Well, that's a good question. I don't know. I cannot tell you guys how we are going to handle task number 4, but I guess that once that, I mean, we are going to have some information regarding to that, and the teacher, I mean the tutor that you have for task number 2, he will probably be telling you about that. But at the same time, guys, be ready, be watching your institutional email, because through your institutional email you're going to have all the information regarding English conversation number 7. Okay.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, don't mention it, Diana. Don't mention it. And what about the others, guys? Any questions so far?
I don't have any question.
Yep, tell me, Victor. Yes, sir. All here. Hello. Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
I think he said he don't have any question.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. You say you do not have question.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I was expecting for the question. I said like, oh my God. Ta, 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 ta. Okay. And I guess Earlys doesn't have. So guys, it was a real pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay healthy, sweet dreams. See you then. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
teacher, thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.